So 291 was the highest that Tau went today, and it just seemed like yesterday this thing was sitting at about $150. I remember it because my brother, he called me. He was like, Millie, I keep seeing you talk about this Tau thing. What's good with it, right? And I told y'all, I onboarded my brother into Bittensor. He's been extremely happy about his investment. Now, this is a very, very important thing I'm going to talk about. Time in the market beats trying to time the market. You get so many people that get in these comments and say, oh, crypto has been going down. But remember when I always talk about it's about when you actually buy the token. Now think about all the people that's bought Tau at 164, and then think about all the people that may have bought Tau at $700. Those perspectives are going to be totally different. So it's no, you know, it's a bad token because it dumps, because somebody's perspective might be, this is an awesome token. It's been going all only up since I bought it. So I'm pointing that out because so many people miss that. And let me know in the comments if you understand where I'm coming from. And that's perspective. But let's get into what I'm actually seeing with Bittensor. Bittensor has been actually killing it. Look at this green candle. It's been a lot of hype about what subnet 3 has been able to accomplish. I don't know if you guys been paying attention to a lot of the X noise and hype about subnet 3, but they were able to accomplish some pretty generational things. They in theory created a AI model that's on par with the open AIs, with the Groks, with the Anthropics, without having a data center. Now put that into perspective. They are one of the top artificial intelligence minds models, and they did it without pouring money into a data center. All right, the only model that elite that has been able to accomplish these things without a data center. And I think it's like a whole bunch of miners that compete to bring forth high quality intelligence, right? High quality models. And that's what I've been talking about for the last 6 months. Like the competition mechanism is unheard of. No company, no token in the AI niche can compete with this. And I always go back to Bitcash, right? Think about what's happening on Bitcash. You're starting to see a lot of big YouTubers. This is a new YouTuber on Bitcash, right? And I want you to go check out a lot of these videos that you're seeing from some of the YouTubers on Bitcash. We compete for briefs. We compete to earn Tau. And you get Tau based on the quality of your video and the views. It goes into a whole lot of different things, but the better the quality of video, most likely the engagement or the views that you get. And it's the same thing with any idea, whether it's intelligence, whether you want to put this in AI, whatever it's be, it's always going to be this competition, this competitive edge about the Bittensor network that no other AI company or token can compete. It's exactly like Bitcoin. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, right? Miners compete at each block to earn BTC, right? Serving mathematical equations. In this sense, you are competing to produce high quality usefulness, whatever that usefulness may be. But I don't want to rant. We do got an ultimate RSI cross here on the weekly. Now, y'all know how I am. I believe that we need 2 weeks confirmation. So you can see this huge green candle. If we close today, Sunday, that'd be the first week that we've reclaimed the 21-day moving average on the weekly. Excuse me, the 21 weekly moving average, which is kind of bullish. That's kind of a thing in crypto. Next step would be a confirmation of the 21 week. And then we move and we reclaim the 50-week. If we can reclaim both of these moving averages and turn the bottom of this fair value gap into support, that would be extremely bullish for Bittensor, including this ultimate RSI cross that we have, which is extremely bullish itself. So it's going to be very interesting to see if Bittensor could continue to outperform the market, because you can see here it's outperforming Bitcoin, right? It's outperforming the market. It's outperforming AI stocks right now. When you see a lot of these AI stocks getting destroyed because of the potential oil crisis. And now a word from the sponsors of our video, Bitget. And this one's actually worth paying attention to. Bitget launched the world's first tokenized stock perpetual contracts. That means you can now long or short the biggest names in global equities. Think Tesla, Nvidia, Apple, using USDT Tether. No brokerage account, no market hours, no BS. And that's the thing. This runs 24/7. Traditional stock markets close. Crypto doesn't. Now your stock exposure doesn't either. This is all part of the Bitget Universal Exchange, one app covering crypto, stocks, commodities, DeFi, and TradFi. It's not just a crypto exchange anymore, it's a command center for every asset class. And if you're new and you were interested in some of the tokens I talk about on my channel, like Tau and Jasmine, they're giving you a $10 free on your first order. Link will be in the description. Go check it out right now after the video. Go check it out. And don't get me wrong, Monday can come and we can dump, because we are facing geopolitical tension, uncertainty, a potential private credit crisis. That's two headwinds that could be detrimental to our momentum. I want to make that completely clear. But it's good that we are starting to gain some momentum within the altcoin, sector. I'm specifically most bullish on AI infrastructure. We're in a war for compute. We're in a war for the grid, the power grid. All of this points directly back to the Bittensor network, and that's why you're seeing everybody talking about it. And now we got a subnet that just did something that we've never seen done before. I also would do research on subnet 68, Nova, because they're doing some pretty good things in the medical industry. Metanova is doing for what Metanova is doing for drug discovery is similar to what Templar is doing for AI training, replacing a $1 billion gated industry with an open incentive network. But understand it's earlier, smaller, and the real proof of concept hasn't landed yet. So, this is pretty cool for Metanova. It's some other subnets that look really, really good right now. Oh, it's been a long day. I'm tired from playing basketball, guys. Excuse me. I guess if we just go here to the subnets, we can kind of see what's going on here on the monthly. So look at this. You can see here, man. Look at all of this. Just so much positivity here on the month for a lot of these subnets, man. A lot of these subnets up 100% of the months. And you know what's different from something like the Solana ecosystem is, like, we've seen like vaporware and memes go to billions of dollars, multi-billions of dollars, but like these companies have to compete against other AI companies, and if they don't hold a certain like expectation about themselves, they get deregistered. So you're competing against other subnets to not even get deregistered. So you see how that works. So you gotta deliver, you gotta ship, you gotta show you're earning revenue, you got a positive Tau flow, people are interested in what you're building. It's not like you can just give people false hope and it's like, oh, believe in me, believe. Nah, you have to really deliver, execute, ship, or your ass getting deregistered. Getting deregistered. Constantinople here. I would pay attention to this, guys. This is an AI agent that the ex co-founder of Bittensor, Const AI agent, pretty much bought, and it's starting its own personal subnet. So this subnet will be collecting data throughout the entire Bittensor ecosystem. So you got to think about this as AI agents 24/7, literally running its own subnet. Right now, it's probably minimum human intervention, but knowing these guys in the Bittensor, they're going to work to make this thing totally automated. And it's like I said a year ago, it's only 128 subnets. So it's so easy to just do your research and like laser in on some things you really like within the ecosystem. I'm seeing some, my guys, J-Man, what I'm saying, talk about subnets in the Discord and stuff like that. Guys, we got to get more lit because subnet season is really heating up. And you can see here, Tau is leading the pack. So no hype. Basically, we want to see next week that we can hold on to these moving averages and turn them into support. That's the goal for next week for the Bittensor ecosystem. Let's turn these moving averages into support and continue the rise back to the top, because I want to see Tau do something crazy, man. I want to see Tau do some Bitcoin type of numbers, because I know it can, man. I know what I'm seeing with this whole AI shit. I know it only makes sense. And the tokenomics is set up like that. And the subnets are set up like that because of the competitive angle. If you're always competing for the most incentives, you're being pushed to deliver high quality usefulness. And this is happening throughout the ecosystem. So whenever somebody wants to come get services or wants to maybe use a subnet's technology, these miners, they're at it 24/7. They're trying to get there. They're trying to earn this Tau, and the only way they can earn this Tau is deliver quality, because they're competing against another person that's trying to earn some Tau too by delivering quality. That's why the flywheel is happening. This is why you're seeing state of the art technology. I don't see how it stops unless something like happens with like within like the network, hacked. I don't know, but like from a potential perspective, this is really like finding Bitcoin at $200. No one can convince me otherwise. If I don't create high quality videos, then I won't earn any Tau. So what am I going to do? I'm going to work to make sure I'm at the top of the leaderboard so I can earn my incentives. I'm going to make sure I train the best, that my model is the best model. I'm going to make sure I'm delivering the best data so I can get the most incentives. And there's a whole bunch of people competing against. And then there's the whole angle of like Bittensor is literally creating jobs. While AI is taking jobs, Bittensor is creating intelligence jobs. It's not a coincidence you're seeing these people talk about this token, guys. So I'm not trying to shield this. I don't give a fuck if you hold this. I want you to focus on infrastructure, intelligence, constraints, and bottlenecks of the next 5 to 10 years. And at this point, if you're in crypto, you're going to come back from that research and be like, it's only a few plays that really make sense. And in what we're in this niche, in this era for crypto, 99% of that stuff is going nowhere. I got to be the guy to tell you that. Let the word to the wise be efficient. I know this was a rant video, guys. I just was hooping. I just came back. I wanted to talk, and hopefully y'all can appreciate that. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you in the next one.